Hello Taurus, Elsie here with a bonus read. How are you, my bull gang? Thank you so much for collecting here. If you are someone who is brand new to this Taurus tribe here on 10 of Cups Tarot, I hope you will let us know in the comments. We're kind of a community here by now, and I like to be in the comments, and we're always saying good morning, good night, sharing ourselves with each other in the comments. You don't have to share a thing. Actually, you don't. You can do it silently with a thumbs up. Thank you for doing that if you would like to see this tribe grow. So if you're someone who's always clicking here, giving me your thumbs up and sharing the videos and being in the comments, I appreciate you so much, and that's why I come back here a few times a week just to give you some extra bonus reads because you eat up my readings so quickly. So when I do a bonus read, if you've been here before, you know that I don't date or time these, and it is what it is. It could resonate today, but my intention is that these will be predictions. Let's find out what's going on. And hey, if you always come here and I come through your feed anyway and you're always clicking and watching, make sure you're subscribed. And I hope that you will do that. It does help to grow the channel. So thank you for doing that if you do like this programming. All right, here we go, Taurus. Let's find out what's going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus, please. What's going on with the Taurus Collective? I am your bully sister. If I haven't said that just yet, I am a Taurus sun. Let's take a look here, Taurus. Got your energy right here. What's going on? We do have the devil energy here. It's a little bit of doubt, some fear, possibly feeling like you can't let go of something or something won't let go of you. A person, a situation. What else do we have here for Taurus? Oh, okay. We have the World card. Oh, okay. So it does feel like there is something. It could be the end of a friendship. It could be the end of a toxic friendship. I'm just saying. When I see the Three of Pentacles, for me, it is about that you were collaborating with someone. You were collaborating, you were on their team, they were on your team. You might know someone as a friend of a friend. The Three of Pentacles for me could have happened in the corporate world, like in the job sector, but it could definitely be that that you are someone who has a special set of skills, that you're very good at what you do, and that it attracts other people to you. I want to say that this does feel to me like it's friendship. I want to say that you were doing all the work. Maybe, because it's that Three of Pentacles is indicative of that. Two people watching and one person doing all the work. Maybe you were the one that was putting in all of the energy into this connection. It could be with a Capricorn, a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo is the World card energy. But it does feel as though you tried to depart from it or cut the chain, or you want to close the door on it. And it does feel like it is a milestone or an achievement. It's like you were trying to get away from the devil energy for a long time. So I want to say, whether this is a platonic relationship, a friend, a family member, or a lover, that this is something that kind of had a real grip on you. That when I mean that, when I say that with the devil energy, and if it's a friendship or a lover, it feels like you didn't want to let go, or it was hard to let go, but it was something that was kind of attached to you. I want to say you finally let them go. So bravo to you. If that's what you were trying to do, you finally let them go. Because I think that what you were doing was putting in all of the energy here. You were the one that was doing all the work and everyone else was benefiting from it. But Taurus, you are that way. You are someone who is the overgiver. You're always like blessing your friends and family and people that you know with, monetary things, but money and also your energy. So it does feel like there was an ending to something here that you felt was becoming toxic. Could be a toxic friendship, a toxic relationship. Take it as it resonates. Tell me more about Taurus. Taurus, if you are interested in a private read, please know that there is a sale on 10% off of all of my services over at Wizio. Just click the more link below this video and you will get a code to take over to Wizio. And you will get 10% off of any of the prices that you see when you go there. There's a link to Wizio in the description as well. Okay, so it feels like it was overly emotional. It feels like you had to do it, like you felt inspired to do it. You knew you needed to get out of the clutches of the devil. But I want to say it was something that really didn't make you happy, that it was confusing. It was confusing because this person had you in their clutches and they kept calling you back. Like it feels like, I'm just looking at this. Yeah, it feels like somebody kept calling you back. Like, get back over here. Get back over here. It feels like something that you felt was kind of something you couldn't depart from, or you couldn't cut the chains here. You couldn't depart from it here, that it was an attachment. And it was very confusing because this person, I feel, is a toxic individual, possibly had an addiction, but somebody who is, it could also have been a little bit of fear and doubt. And it feels like somebody here is having a really hard time within, and it was pouring out on you. And it feels like it was a very confusing time. I want to say with the King of Wands energy that you decided, you felt inspired that you had to move. Like, I feel like the friendship itself inspired you. I think you're inspired to help this friendship grow, but it stopped at the Three Pentacles because there's something that happened, an addiction or something you unearthed that was of the devil energy. And then it was like confused you a little bit here. The King of Wands is somebody who never moves forward unless they're inspired. But once they are inspired, there is nothing that will stop them from getting what they want. And so I think you really wanted this friendship. You wanted it to work. You were inspired. Maybe this person inspired you to work really hard. But at some point, I think the devil was revealed here. Let's keep going. We've got the King of Wands, who is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Tell me more about Taurus, please. Tell me more about Taurus. We do have the Lovers, and so it does feel like it's someone that you have a romantic interest in. If it's not a romantic interest, it's like you had to make a choice. And the choice was probably to close the door on something that was very toxic, although it felt very emotionally overwhelming. Because I feel like if this is a love reading, if that's how you're looking at it, that it feels like this was a very emotionally overwhelming connection, that you felt a very deep connection to this person, a soulmate connection, or you felt like they were the person you were supposed to be with. It could be the King of Wands, right? Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy. It could be something that started as a friendship, or you met through a friend of a friend. It could be that, but it feels like with the Lovers energy here that you were inspired to make it work. You were inspired to work on it. But the thing is I think at some point it ended up just being you doing the work and that person just kind of looking on. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the World card here. Why did something end? We closed the door here. I want to say that when you finally got out of the clutches of the devil, it's almost like a moment of celebration, or it's like, finally, I'm free. I'm just looking at the World card, right? Somebody here's like, finally, I'm free. I can just step through to the next part of my life. It feels like you were leaving some sort of a path and you like switched paths. You ended something and then what ensued after you ended it, though, was a lot of emotionally confusing time that you didn't want to close the door. It doesn't feel like you wanted to, but you had to, because this person had a hold on you and they keep calling you back. Tell me about the World card, please, for Taurus. We have the Eight of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Temperance card. So it does feel like you picked your moment and you went with it. The Temperance card is about the moment of alchemy, right? Everything has to be perfect. It's like, I think you waited for a little while because you were waiting to see if it was going to grow, right? You were waiting to see if this Page of Coins, if this person was going to put any effort in. Are they going to put any effort into this connection? Because it feels like you were the one who was putting in all the effort. We do have the Eight of Cups, which tells me that there was an emotional break, or you had to pull away emotionally. And I think that that's what made you feel highly emotional about the situation. We do have, the Eight of Cups. I feel like it was really emotional. This person's up to their waist in water, right? Which are emotions. So it does feel like this was a hard thing for you to do. It was a very emotional thing for you to do, but possibly you cut them away around the full moon. And the last full moon just is about to happen. Maybe you will be cutting them out, right? This is premonitions and predictions. So maybe you will be cutting them out. What's the date today? Today's the 21st. The 24th is the full moon in Virgo. And you will be cutting out things that don't serve you. You will be looking around, right? Virgo gets us very grounded, going over the details, right? And the full moons are the ends of cycles. I do have a reading. If you go take a look, there is a reading that I've done for the Virgo full moon. So you might want to go take a look at that. But I'll put it at the end of this reel here so you can see it if you're interested. It does feel like you were waiting for somebody to put in their effort, and they never did. I feel like you were the person who was standing there with the 2 cups while they were out doing their thing, partying, crashing into things. Like, it feels like you wanted them to work on it, but they didn't. Tell me why the devil is here, please. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, but you don't have to be. It could just be somebody who is a fire sign, possibly. It doesn't even have to be that. But it feels like that you were very attracted to this person. There was a real chemistry between you, and it does feel like it was like you felt like they were a soulmate. And it feels like you figured out, you unearthed the toxicity of it here, or an addiction of some sort. It almost feels like with the devil doing this, like that's what the picture is on that. It's like the devil is doing this, like, come back. Even though it's over, this person might be coming back or trying to pull you back again. We do have the Death card here. So you definitely meant to end this connection. I feel like you were hoping it would maybe transform, but I feel like you transformed, that you were hoping to transform with this person, but you were the one that transformed. I feel like you did put an end to the devil energy. We have the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I don't think you wanted to do it, to be honest. I don't think that you wanted to close this door. Because with the 2 of Wands in the reverse, for me as a reader, it's like I had to bite the bullet and do it. I had to do it. I was at a crossroads. I had to decide whether I was going to go down the path with them or whether I was going to end it. And I think that you chose to end it because you saw or felt this toxicity here. We do have the 3 of Swords. It has come out in the reverse, and we do have the Queen of Pentacles. There you are, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in this reading. I feel like what you didn't want is you didn't want this person to break your heart. You didn't, at this point, I don't think that your heart was broken. I feel like maybe that the disappointedness, or feeling disappointed about the situation and how it was transpiring, how this person was getting you to kind of chase them and put on all the energy, and they weren't putting in much. And it feels like what you didn't want is you didn't want to allow them to crash and burn you. You didn't want to allow them to break your heart. And we do have the Queen of Pentacles here. So I do feel like it's you. You didn't want them to break your heart. I feel like you had to do it. You had to do it because it was toxic, or you unearthed something that was toxic about this connection. Tell me about the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel we have the 3 of Cups. We have the 2 of Swords. You had to stop. Yeah, again, it's telling me you had to stop. You didn't want to, but you had to. Yeah. I feel like there was manipulation here with the devil and the magician here. It feels like this person was manipulating you. Look, they could have been very good looking, very charismatic, right? That's what we're talking about with the King of Wands. And that's why I'm saying it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but this person is very good looking, very charismatic. And maybe you were intoxicated, right? Because the devil card can be temptation as well. So maybe you were intoxicated by them and their energy. So I want to say with the 3 of Cups, with the 3 of Pentacles here and the 3 of Cups, I want to say that you were excited about the connection, and every time they came around, you were really excited. But I feel like it was, every time you got together with them, it was a great reunion, but you knew that you had to stop because of the toxicity that was going on here. It does feel like you've tried to close the connection, or before you were able to use the World card here, it feels like you're trying to close the connection, you're trying to block them. It feels like for a long while you didn't see the situation for what it was, that you kept allowing this person to come back into your life, having fun with them, but then it feels like with the magician showing up that there ended up being some sort of a manipulation here. I want to say that some of you could have blocked them, but this person might be finding the way around the blocks. Or if you didn't block them, you decided that you're just not going to talk to them anymore, but I feel like they keep coming back to you with this magic, right? They keep trying to call you back in. Tell me about this King of Wands here. Tell me about the King of Wands, please, for Taurus. We have the 5 of Swords, we have the 5 of Coins, and we have the 9 of Wands. So I want to say that something happened with the King, that in order for you to to break and end it, I feel like there was some words that went on here, and it feels like there was some sort of a disagreement, or maybe it was a bit of ego. I want to say that maybe that the King of Wands, I'm going to say the King of Wands is somebody who kept throwing down their swords and walking away. So what I mean by that is maybe there was like isolation and alienation. Maybe this person was kind of like, they come into your life, like crash into your life, and then you wouldn't hear from them for, like we've got 5 swords here, like maybe 5 days, 5 weeks, you wouldn't hear from them, and all of a sudden they would pop up again. And I feel like they had you on the outside looking in. Now, as a reader, when I see 1 5, to me it's lack. When I see 2 5s, it means that it's quick change. So I want to say that maybe you guys would have words, or you would be very honest and truthful with each other, but it would get to a point where it was turning into battles. Like that's what it feels like. Like this person tried to alienate you, and they put you on the outside looking in, and the whole situation was bad for you. I feel like you started feeling like the wounded warrior. You kept taking on their energy. And make no mistake about it, if you are in the presence with or dating someone who has this devil energy, an addiction, or something they can't stop doing obsessively, or their manipulation, this energy, when you touch them, kiss them, be with them, it does transfer to you. So you might start feeling heavy laden, right? You might start feeling very negative or heavy laden because you're taking on the energy of the person who you are with. And so for some of you, that could have been a situation that you needed to get out of as well because of that. So I feel like what you were confused about is that this person feels like a soulmate, but you know that you can't be with them. That's what the confusion is with the 7 of Cups here. Tell me more about the confusion about this connection here. We have the 6 of Cups. That's exactly what it was. We have the 6 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. So this person was breadcrumbing you, right? They were giving more to everybody else than they were giving to you. In fact, it could mean they had other people in the DMs. It does show me here with the Page of Wands that every time they showed up or popped up or sent you a message, it was really exciting, that you were really excited to hear from them every time it happened, because I feel like you have history with this person, that you know them for a while, and they also feel like a soulmate. Like it feels like you're remembering, or you're going through nostalgic times. I can't let this person go because they're so charismatic and there's so much chemistry between us. It feels like you had a really hard time letting this person go, that this was a really confusing time. And for some of you, this may have already happened, but I think for a lot of you, you might be in the situation where you feel like, you got to get into rehab because you can't get rid of the King of Wands. Do you know what I mean? Like the King of Wands keeps calling you back into the energy. And the King of Wands is a masculine leaning energy, but also is feminine energy. We all do, right? People, plants, animals, we all have both. And so I feel like that this person has sort of a duality to them, where they could be very kind and loving and strong and always had your back. But then there were times when they would just disappear and I feel it started making you feel bad about yourself. But I want to say that you may have been taking on their negative energy. If they do have some sort of an addiction, or they're doing something in their life that's not good, and maybe that's something you didn't know about. We have the 4 of Cups, yeah. You feel like it's a missed opportunity here, but what I want to say to you is that there's something else coming. We do have a King of Pentacles here. And so that could be you, absolutely Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I do feel like you have some sort of a stable connection coming in that maybe I don't want you to actually, make sure that you don't pass up this opportunity. That this person is someone who is like you, that they move slowly, that they're very grounded, sturdy, and stable. This person's very dependable. They're financially well, and this person might have a business, or they might be at the top end of they might be like the president or the vice president or the CEO, or they might be the chief financial officer or an accountant or an actuary. It feels here with the 9 of Cups that this person could make you very happy. I think that you're happy to meet them. I feel like there is wish fulfillment coming here. And so I want to say, don't miss this opportunity, because it does feel like you're kind of stuck on this person. And you could pass this by while you're stuck on this person who's giving you a lot of fire, but not much else. We have somebody here who's willing to be sturdy and solid with you. And just be aware that you could miss this opportunity should you continue to be caught up with the King of Wands. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here. That tells me that this thing is going to go really well. This thing here, hang on, let me try and pick it up. We got this thing here that's going to go really well with the King of Pentacles and and the 9 of Cups. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, things are fortunate, but listen, they're in the future. They're fortunate in the future. And in the moment when things are changing, because this is about change, you must have change in order to progress. And I feel like part of the change is you had to let go of this toxic connection in order to be able to move forward to something more stable. So I do feel like once the dust clears and you're out of this energy of feeling bad or confused or, feeling like you miss this person, because I feel like you do. I feel like you have an attachment to them. Could be a past life connection, but I feel like with the wheel here that this King of Pentacles is the one for you. And I feel like things are about to move forward in a very super quick, advanced kind of energy here, because it is fated changes that are going on right now. And one of the changes was you had to end this connection. And so in order for things to be fortunate in the future, in the present and in the past, we have to have changes. And that's the truth. And not all changes look good on the surface. This is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, just like the World card. It's all fixed energies. So I'm going to say move slowly at it. I think this King of Pentacles is going to move slowly. There is a Tower here. It's a realization, and it's not fun. It's an upheaval. You had to let that go, right? And look, this person was a soulmate. This King, and that's why I say to you guys, right? Like the label that you put on their forehead, Taurus, does not matter. Doesn't matter if they're a soulmate. Doesn't matter if they're a twin flame. It doesn't matter if they're a karmic. It doesn't matter what you're calling them. What does it feel like to you? Does it feel good? Is it healthy? Is it balanced and sorted? And it feels like here that you have a realization that even though you had a soulmate here, that they were just toxic. They are somebody who is not yet realized, they're not yet aware of the issues that they're creating in other people's lives by not healing the self. So I say to you, watch your labels, because if you rip off the label and put it on their forehead and all of a sudden you start chasing this toxic mess here, right? Careful for that. So I feel like this was a soulmate, but it was a realization that you had to let it go. And it took you a long time, but you had to make this big decision here. And now I think this person is just on the outside watching you. And it was a huge decision. But listen, you changed your life with this. This is the trajectory that changes your life. Something dies and something is resurrected, which is the new path that you're taking here. All right. I think it's silent between you. Knight of Swords is in the reverse. I feel like nobody's taking action and it's silent. So what I want to say is maybe the King of Wands is underneath the surface, but maybe it's over. Maybe it's finally over and you've cut the connection. And I feel like if you did, something really beautiful is coming in. It's taking a realization and a shakeup in your life, change and upheaval, which is not good. But we all need change in order to move forward. Without change, there's no progress. All right, I'm going to go for now, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. I am out for now, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye.